Hello, my name is Njabulo Moyo. I'm a young motivational speaker from Ziligazi, deep down in the ghetto in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. I'm pleased today to be in the US, in Chicago, and we're going to take you through a journey about life and how you can also transform your life.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. My name is Dairus Ballinger. I'm a resident of Chicago, Illinois, a student at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I'm studying urban planning and public policy. I myself do speaking, activism work within the community, and so I'm excited about this opportunity to reach out and share motivation and encouragement.
Where I grew up in the ghetto, Mzilikazi, where generally I was raised in the dusty street of Mzilikazi, right in the middle of the Okapi lifestyle, where everyone is either you're stepping the next person or you're drinking alcohol. But I managed to tell myself that within every environment, it's either you're changed by the environment or you change the environment. I knew that there was room for temporary comfort where I could enjoy life, where I could, make fast cash. But I didn't sell my dreams for temporary comfort. So in this journey of life can be challenging at times. It comes with moments of madness, moments of sadness. But I challenge you today to say that this is an opportunity to take back your life, to reclaim your life, to position yourself for greatness. This you can only do when, first of all, you are able to accept the things that you cannot do, the things that you have done wrong, and then take steps towards correcting yourself.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. I know for me, growing up on the south side of Chicago, I didn't always make the best decisions, found myself in a lot of different situations. And it wasn't up until maybe the year of 2013 that I decided to make a difference, kind of make a change in my life. And through that change, a lot of things have happened for me. But the first thing that it took for me was to take ownership of who I was, of where I had positioned myself. So the fact that I grew up without a father, the fact that I grew up in an impoverished community, those were factors. But my choice of dropping out of school, my choice of being involved with gangs, those were personal decisions that I made. So in the year 2013, when I was in prison for a few months, I came to the realization that I had put myself in this position so that I was going to have to put myself out. So with good faith and with the ownership of myself, I've been able to change my life. I've been able to turn over a new leaf. And through that new change in my life, I've been able to inspire others and just appreciate the space that I'm in now to be able to connect with people like Njabulo who are passionate about living out their mission, who believe that each and every one of us have something good on the inside of us. Each and every one of us have a gift. Some of those gifts may be design, some of those gifts may be speaking, but we all have something unique about us. It ultimately comes up to us. It ultimately comes down to us taking that ownership and seeing that gift that we have coming to its full presentation.
You're probably right now thinking about your own situation and you're saying, well, this is now a story. You guys have moved from that phase. But I challenge you that never allow situations to situate you. Right now, you're allowing the situation to situate you in a point of desperation. Growing up, I was raised by my maternal grandmother, having lost both parents at the age of 5 years. I used to sell free seats at Papafield Stadium. I used to sell, a lot of merchandise just to go by every day. It was a struggle actually going to school because at some point I actually had to drop out at university. But by the time I realized that this is a situation, it is not a permanent position, but it's a situation. That's one thing you need to understand, that situations are not a lifetime kind of setup. It's up to us to recognize, never allow anyone to walk on your mind with their dirty feet. Many of us actually are allowing people to walk over your mind. people who are busy, throwing stones at you, barking at you, you allow them, they become part of your life. It was very easy for me to give up in life, to say, you're growing up in this kind of place, you're never gonna make it in university. But today I'm very proud to say I've gone through 4 universities doing different programs, because I knew that the self that is in me, there is an inner person that is in you. The self, the inner thing that makes you want to associate with certain things is the self. The self always wants to be part of a group. The self always wants to be associated, to be recognized. I challenge you that the self that is in you, allow it to come out. Allow it to be associated with good things. But you need to step up first. You need to take action. You need to do something about your life. Be a self-starter. I always talk about this concept of steering the shit. When you steer shit isn't shit. It's gonna smell bad. But when you're steering the shit, you're actually allowing for people to react. So it gives you the capacity to create a situation and for other people to react to that situation. So I challenge you today in your personal life, to steer the shit. Let people talk. Let them talk. It is from whatever they're gonna say, you're gonna learn new and amazing things. Stop living your life in a corner. Stop. You need to move out of that corner. For many people fail at the start. The start is where many people stop. So today we have got the opportunity to do something about your life. To stop blaming the past for the future.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think that if I had anything that I would say as some motivation, anything to just help you push forward in life, it was a book that I read by a famous author. It was a famous book. It was called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And one thing in the book that was expressed is that this idea that our minds are a garden, right? And so all of us have soil, all of us have the ability to plant. What happens is that if we aren't intentional with the garden that's in our mind, weeds will grow, right? And so when weeds grow, weeds are the common thing that every garden gets, right? So if you're not intentional about your garden, you'll get weeds. You'll get things that everyone else gets. But if you're intentional about the garden that's in your mind, you can plant roses, you can plant fruit, you can plant vegetables. So be very intentional about what goes into your mind. Be very intentional about what you want to see out of your life. For me, coming from a very broken place, coming from a place of poverty, coming from a place of crime, drugs, and violence, my mind was so quick to attribute things with a quick come up, so quick to attribute things with a shiesty mentality. And it wasn't until I started to challenge those beliefs, it wasn't until I started to say, you know what, I'm going to pull out those weeds that have been sowed into my mind. I'm going to pull out those negative beliefs and stereotypes that have been placed into my mind, and I'm going to start to create my own garden. I'm going to start to create my own fruit, my own things in life. And so that's what I really, really want to encourage you to do, is to create what you want to see in the world. Create what you want to see. Create what you want to be. That's so important. For me, I lead with a vision. I lead every single day with the vision of where I want to go, where I want to do, why I want to do it. And I'm more and more figuring out how I want to do that, but it's so important to know what I want to do and why I want to do it. So create that vision in your mind and be mindful of the garden that's in your mind so that you can plant roses and a beautiful garden for yourself.
Remember to always create circumstances. Stop reacting to circumstances, but create them. Invest in yourself. You are the best investments ever. Stop thinking about investing in fashion, about material resources, but invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Thank you.